Okay, welcome to another opportunity to learn about ourselves in Soulful Strength. I look like I've shrunk. I'm on my knees. I just want, today's workout is going to be about, called the push and the pull. Okay, so we always need to have a little bit of pushing and a little bit of pulling. If we even look at our goals, right? We're pulling towards a goal, but we kind of need to slightly push ourselves, but we don't want to be pulled to it always, all the time. We need to be having, or even pushed, right? We need to have the both so that we feel like it's coming into alignment. And we're going to practice what that feels like in postures. But then as you go, kind of just pay attention to any sensations that brings up, any kind of like emotions. You might feel unstable at times. And then you're like, well, what if I pushed and pulled? Could I find that? And I'm going to give you lots of verbal cues to do so. You've been here for a while, or maybe not. Maybe this is your first one. You're just trying this one out. That's the beauty. You're going to meet you where you're at. And whenever you come in with this intention to make this a practice of connecting to what you need for the day and adapting the externals so that you feel it on the inside, it's going to feel really great. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by lying on our back. Okay. And what we're going to do on our backs here is we're going to actually knock our knees in, okay? Before you do that, just take a settling breath here and feel yourself on the floor. Literally just take your hands, your feet, maybe wiggle a little bit into your spine, your head. Just feel all connections. I'm actually going to need to just move my ponytail for a minute because I don't feel connected, but I want you to do stuff like that, okay? Remove the externals when it doesn't feel, if there's one little, like, treat yourself like Princess and the Pea. Honor those little whispers, those little discomforts. Get curious on them. Don't have to push through them. Ask what they are. Maybe you do, but you got to check in on them, okay? So from here, now you feel rooted. Let's go ahead and get our feet wide, still rooted. Okay, so feet are still rooted and your knees are going to come on in. So I don't want you to lose connection with your feet here. Allow them just to softly fall in where they will. Don't push them out. Don't squeeze them in. And let's just take a nice inhale here and then an exhale, finding that relaxation. Inhale again. Expanding and getting curious and checking in on the body. Exhale, find a deeper relaxation. Surrendering to the floor beneath you. Removing all tension. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start to push through the inside edges of our feet. Okay, so we're going to take an inhale and allow the inside edge of one foot, the knee's going to come in, push into the inside edge of your foot and allow that to drop. Other foot is going to pull towards your heel, to your bum. So we have a push of this foot and a pull, like you're pulling the floor, and we're going to breathe into that. Nice inhale. Feel into tension. Exhale, just let it go. Let it all surrender. Okay, pull that one heel, push the other. No worries if it's taking a minute. Breathe. Exhale, let it all go. Push and pull with those feet. This time we're going to do 3 more. I want you to keep the push and the pull and use the exhale to find the rib cage stacking over top of the pelvis. Maybe even let's think about these meaty part edges with the thumbs up into the floor. Okay, and keep them into the ground to help push. And then pull that heel, exhale. Use the floor to feel strength in new areas. Get curious, hold it. Now breathe into that tension you're holding. Exhale, find 1% more. One more. Go ahead and just bring that one leg that was down and bring it to the outside and let it go on the outside edge. And breathe into that. Surrenders, just surrendering to floor. No push or pull, just feeling peacefulness. Okay, let's go ahead in this position. We're going to push the outside edge of that foot into the ground, still pulling the opposite towards, feeling that stability. All right, push those hands into the ground. Go for a nice inhale to help you find your breath in. Push and pull. Exhale, find the deep core. Find that strength. Small little muscles are helping. Hold into that. Inhale into that. Give them a little love and pep talk with your breath. Exhale, find more. One more, find the inhale. Exhale, find the strength. Inhale, surrender and let it go. Just straighten out that leg and let it go. Internal rotation, external rotation. Using breath just to shake it out. Let's go and just shake that side out. Noticing now, just pause for a minute, just that little bit of breath work, that little bit of push and pull in my body. What do you feel? How does this body feel? Even go side to side, really start to orient and get buy-in on what a little bit of connectedness to your body can do. Let's go ahead, switch it up, okay? We're gonna go ahead and really root that one foot in. This leg's pulling towards my seat bone. Even just feel that pull. What happened, right? This one's gonna come inside edge of my foot into the floor. I'm gonna push that in and pull. Let's go ahead. You can put those thumbs into the ground, shoulders pull away from the ears, right? And push. Now notice what our breath is doing here. It's gonna inhale, push the rib cage out. Exhale, pull it all together. Relax into that for 3, let it all go. Inhale, push and pull. Exhale, let it go. One more. This time, holding that push in. Okay, we're gonna inhale, find some more stability here, pushing and pulling that foot, that opposite foot. Feel the pull that exhale does in your body. Inhale, press into that pull you just did. Meet it. Find strength, find stability, find balance, find alignment. Exhale. Wow, there's more in me. Amazing. Hold that little bit more. Breathe into it. Breathe into that one more time and then exhale, let it go. Surrender. Take a moment of just feeling what you've created. And let's go ahead and get that leg on the outside edge. So this one's still staying. The opposite's going to let that knee fall out. You're on the outside edge of your foot. Let's just take 3 breaths to relax into that. Still pull with this foot and push that opposite foot into the ground. Inhale into it. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, push and pull. even into those meaty part of the hands, and pull the shoulder blades down. Let it go. One more. This inhale, do the same thing. Exhale, we're gonna find deeper strength and hold and push and pull. Hold that 1%. Feel the breath into it, own it, communicate with it. Exhale, push and pull, a little deeper. Find more. One more inhale into that strength. Exhale, let that strength happen. Okay, inhale into that. Exhale, let it go. Ooh. Let that leg go long. Go for a nice little internal and external rotation of that leg. Just imagining that happening from the foot. So the toes roll in and the toes roll out. Give that leg a little bit of a shake. Notice it moves up into the body. Notice if there's any heavy sighs or audible noises or anything extra little shakes you need to do. Let's go ahead and just come on into a rocking baby. Woo! Small actions create big strength within there, right? Hardest work with stay connected, not overthink, to try and let the body start to do what it naturally wants to do, is find stability for you without over micromanaging it with your brain. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get some ankle circles here. My knees are really driving in and my heels are up. So I'm not here, I'm really up, and I'm gonna rock this side to side. Let's go ahead and bring one leg into 90 and the other one's gonna be out. We're gonna take a push of the heel into the ground, okay? And just feel that opposite inhale, exhale, and into that strength of finding a pull down of my rib cage and of my pelvis trying to just pull together. Okay, while I push that foot, my shoulder blades into the ground. Good. From here, take this arm and grab a push into your foot and a pull from your arm. We're just going to keep this arm out, meaty part in. Let's go ahead, inhale here. Exhale, lift your leg up. 3 breaths here. Push that heel in and come on in for a nice pulling of the knee in one direction, the hand in the other. And inhale into that. Exhale, let the rib cage pull down. Feel what happens as you inhale. Feel what happens as you exhale. Go ahead and take this arm into a nice claw. Imagine you have chalk on your fingernails and you're really trying to create this arch on the floor. Coordinate this with inhales and exhales, really trying to push this hip or pull that hip in that direction, that knee in that direction. So really lengthening that, noticing exhales and inhales are really going to help you find your alignment, your stability in here. Now, if you feel like there's any cranky parts of your body speaking to you, can you adapt the external to match it? Can you use some pushes and some pulls, some change in your body position, some using of your breath to help you work through it? Let's go ahead and just bring that into a nice hip circle here. We're almost ready for our strength. Well, we are finding deep strength. we're like setting a really good tone to our body of what we want to do as we get into our harder work today. Let's go ahead and just switch that over to the other side, lengthen. Pay attention if this is definitely difficult for you to stay in the moment, to feel like you need to do more. If you feel like you need to do more, I really want you to place that with a thank you and a gratitude. And knowing that your work today is a deeper connection. One that's gonna literally make bigger changes than external reps and more weight and more things. This is really deep work that's gonna stick with you forever. Let's go ahead. Oh, sorry. We're gonna come on into that push and that pull, right? We're gonna pull, like that knee is pulling to the outside and this arm's pulling in the opposite. And then I'm also gonna think, oh, I'm gonna push into my hands and I'm gonna push my hand into my leg. Okay, we got that? All right, from here, let's go ahead and just lengthen and push this heel down. And then bring this up. Feel the connection. Through this knee, hips the other way. This shoulder's still on the ground. Head is still on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna inhale into this. Exhale. Get curious on your inhales and your exhales. Not only thinking about how that feels in an external kind of posture way, but can you think about deeper in? What kind of sensations are you feeling? And then if you're up for it to go a little deeper, what kind of emotions do those sensations bring up? Can I breathe into them? And then permission, exhale to let them be heard and let go. Let's go ahead and imagine our fingernails soft, and we're trying to make this arch on the floor. Use your inhales, your exhales, your push into the floor. Your anything you need. Get curious. Remember, this hip is still reaching for the opposite direction while this knee is reaching there. So I haven't surrendered to just falling forward. This hip's pulling me back. Okay, so there's some stability and some core work in here. Some safety places of our body when we really allow these deeper parts of us to be heard and understood and given a job. Let's go ahead and come on into these circles. I want you to just go for a real big star pattern right now. And really, just as we have been, first of all, surrender to the floor. And then give yourself these little mini pulls with your feet. Push and pull, push and pull. If you're rigid, it won't work. Okay, so you gotta surrender. And what this is just a little bit of a tool you can use to help regulate nerves. We have some people that are online today that just are recovering from injury or not injury, sorry, an illness, and one that maybe feels like it's percolating. This is a good way to kind of get some stimulation, some blood flow. This is our innate way to kind of shake off the stress, sorry. I'm gonna get you to lick your lips here. Keep moving, and I'm gonna get you to really get a little bit more uncomfortable, and we're just gonna Let that go. Feel that vibration in the lips and then bring it in even around your throat. I've really done my nervous system work today. I don't have a lot of that moving. And then I just want you to slowly, don't abruptly stop, but just slowly let it slow down. And notice and feel. We've really cleaned the slate here. Feel how beautiful that feels, the sensations, the emotions with that. What is the body saying? How is it responding to what you've just done? What we've just done here, and today, if you're watching the recording and this is where your body's like, oh, thank you, this is exactly where I need to be, then please honor that and listen to that. Do not feel the pressure to carry on, to think, oh, I showed up. I need to do this work. I need to continue on. There is no rules. If you're staying true to your intuition and to your mission statement, to how you want to feel, then you got to practice listening to how you feel. And if it feels good, and if you need more to feel into it more, or do you need to stay here? That body wisdom, that respect for yourself, that kindness is exactly the missing tool that so many of us are wondering why we're getting stuck in our rut. Why are we staying here? Because we do the work, but then we truly think there needs to be more. And maybe there does. But right now, we're going to take a moment of just letting this come from a place of gratitude. Gratitude for what you've just done by showing up in here. For thinking a little bit different. To be willing to think outside the box. I notice just that permission. Maybe you start to feel a little bit more connected to your body. Maybe start to bring those feet in, wiper those legs, coming into all the places that you've just gone into. A more of an inside outside on the foot, a more of connection with the breath rather than this very intentional, like, we got to do it. It's like, oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Thank you. You're right. I need to come from this place when I go pick up my bell. It's going to feel good. Rock into that, baby. Again, remember, maybe you're staying here, but if not, just kind of needing to grow yourself into this new homeostasis. So we're just going to roll and rock through that spine. Oh, open up into that open chest. Breathe into that. Bring that neck and spine down. Roll into the back of that. Let's cross our legs. Roll ourselves forward. Find ourselves in a cat and cow. We're just slowly waking ourselves up. Okay, we're coming in and just finding this new energy. I want you to go and roll through this. Oh, yeah. This is where we're going to get a little bit more quicker. Okay, we're going to start to really explore and get curious and feel. So you are just letting your body roll through in this quadruped position into hips, into edges of you that you just want to breathe into and find trust. And it just feels so free and freedom rather than, okay, I got to get my hands in and I got to get them over my shoulders and I got to, and I'm very military. We just did that. Okay, we need to have those lessons. That was a little bit of that. Now we're going to explore and get curious. Okay, and trust that strength. All right. Are we ready? We're going to get a little strong here. Okay, so we're going to come on in and I want you just to come on in to this elbow child's pose. Okay, From here, push away the floor. Exhale, floor's on. We're gonna come on up to our hands and bring that back down. Up to our hands and bring that back down. Up to our hands, feel connected to the floor. Make this smooth. Make it smooth. Make it feel good, better than it ever has before. I have freedom in my body to move as I wish. It feels good. It feels strong. I have pushes and pulls and alignment in my body, and I don't have to think about it. I'm letting the body take charge. It feels incredible to just flow through this. I feel my shoulders pull away from my ears. I feel my confidence muscles, my shoulder blades squeezing together, pulling together while my rib cage stacks over top of my pelvis. I feel good here. My hips feel like they're moving. I'm connected to the floor in my knees, my hands, my toes. I'm using that floor and pulling myself down and pushing myself away from it. It feels good. It feels in alignment. I'm coordinating my breath. I'm going to go ahead and stop and put myself into a down dog here. I'm going to rise my heels or my seat bones up and my heels to the ground, and I'm going to pull my knees back down and just hover. I'm going to push them up. I feel my feet. I feel my balls in my feet. I feel connected. I feel good. I am in my zone. I am in my flow. I feel good here. I'm using my breath. I'm talking kind to myself. I feel strong. I am feeling the power within me. I feel my backside of my body. I feel my lower abdominals. I feel push. When it feels sticky, I'm going to use my breath and just say, it's okay. We got this. We're together. We're a team, mind, body, and spirit. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Good. Feeling that burn and going through it and knowing it feels good. This is aliveness. This is you going against the resistance with a nice, gentle breath, with you realizing it feels good and not holding your breath and not gritting through it and not pushing. And we're just spending some time here, just getting some reps in our belief in ourselves. I can, I will, I do these things. I am strong. I'm not quitting on myself. I found a place where I am in my zone. It feels good. Elbows down and then into that down dog. Elbows down and into down dog. Let's go. Using your breath, remembering if you feel tension in a certain area, what are you going to do? You're going to breathe into it and thank it and go, okay, I got you. Here's a breath. Let's let it go. Remember, it can be audible. What does it feel like? We're just going to do 5 more reps here. Shoulders are pulling away from the ears. I feel in control. I am strong. I am powerful. I am amazing. I love myself. This feels so good. Here we go. Let's give that some love. Oh, back into child's pose with the thumbs up. Feel the stretch and the pull and lengthening through those triceps. Shoulders, blades are just coming towards my seat bones. Belly is letting go. Breaths are going into the low back. Forehead on the ground, surrender to the ground, put my hands on the ground, put myself in some bent elbows and let my shoulders roll. Letting things go. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. Life is a series of building in pressure, building in stress, challenging yourself, talking yourself through it, using your breath, a bit of push, a bit of pull, finding alignment, and then celebrating what you just accomplished. Oh, so feeling good. We're going to start to grow from here again. Let's start to move. It's time to pick up our bells. Okay. But we got to come back. And I really want you just to embody, what did I create here? Feel it. Feel it on the inside, but also just know that you can like really just say like a pat like you do a dog. Woo, good job. Good job. Good job. I want you to just to bring that energy as you start. To bring yourself to a stand. Maybe just opening up, letting your wings fly here. Look at my hair, it's all crazy. That's how I kind of feel. I feel like I've freed myself, right? Just allowed myself to have this freedom. Let's just kind of go for a little bit of a kneeling squat here. Okay, we'll start to burn into those quads, into that chest. So now the whole body is gonna be like, okay, we're taking this as a work. I got it, I got it. All right, so just, I'm opposite crossing, you don't have to, but that just keeps me in a pattern where I stay connected and not thinking, oh, but if it brings you into your mind and you're like, it doesn't have to cross over, then don't. What do you like? What makes you stay in here? Okay, my quads are starting to feel burny. I'm gonna go ahead, take my breath in there. Woo. Let it go. And then find flow again, okay? My shoulders are going away from my ears. I feel like, oh, things are waking up. I love my shoulders, rib cage. Things stack. Good, let's go about 10 more here. Come on here. Notice you can just keep those arms out there. Feels really good. Them come down, shake them out. Shake them out. Let's bring one leg up. We're gonna be in a lunge here. Okay. We're just gonna rock into those legs. And this is where I want you to get your weight, okay? So again, you can use a dumbbell. You can use whatever weight you've been using in this Soulful series, but right here, whatever weight that you feel you can press overhead is what we're gonna use, okay? And we're just gonna go ahead, we'll safety and clean that up, all right? From here, we've been doing these. We're gonna push the way the floor, pull, inhale, exhale, inhale. This arm is gonna pull down as we push. So even if you need to put the arm up, let's just go ahead and imagine push and pull. So feet are pushing and pulling, arms are pushing and pulling. Last one, hold it up there. Come on in and really push the floor away, push that out, and we're just gonna come rock that hip back. Pull that elbow down if you can, like we did. Amazing. Go ahead and put that down. We're gonna keep on this side, okay? We're just staying in here. We're gonna remember this side still helping even though the bell's always, or the kettle, or the dumbbell's always in this side. We're gonna stand up. Take a moment to stand up because it might feel a little bit. Okay, here we go. We're gonna just deadlift, single arm deadlift. We're gonna make sure that we still keep this side on. Sometimes I need to close my eyes to imagine that I still have a weight on this side so that I can start to recruit this part of my body so I don't feel pulled by the weight. Okay, so I'm gonna push this foot or this side down, and I'm gonna still be pulling on this side. All right, so here we go. Feel that, what we felt in the down dog. Feel the rib cage stacked. Here we go, and inhale, exhale. Both feet rooted, inside edges, stay connected. If this feels uncomfortable with weight, go ahead and take it, because if you have a low back and that's an issue, you also don't have to go all the way to the floor. Pay attention and change the external. Go inside and know that you have the wisdom within you. Keep going, guys. The wisdom within you to change the external to feel, because now you know how to feel. Okay, we're gonna get about 5 more of these. Keeping that weight really close to the ankle bones, keeping that shoulder active, rib cage pulled down. Go ahead and put that down. Okay? And we're just gonna go in for a nice balance work here. I'm half on my mat and half on the floor. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more forward, and we're gonna take this up and over, up and over, using your abdominals to help you here. Feeling connected to this foot. All right, up and over, up and over. So it's not here, okay? I want you to keep this side rooted in a straight line. This one's moving with deeper core. I'm gonna come peek at you, keep moving in that, feeling what we woke up in our workout. Make sure that you haven't put one shoulder over. So check that line, feel that line. Is it over top? It's okay if you're here, but not if you're here or not if you're here. So check in on that line. Good, about 5 more reps there. Excellent. Really should start to feel that connection to the floor, feeling deeper parts of you connected. Remembering using your breath. Good. All right, stop here with it on the outside. We're gonna go ahead and bring this into more of a like squat deadlift, and we're gonna clean it and press it down. Clean and press. Now, we're gonna go ahead and think about the other side, okay? So I'm gonna bring this arm back and really allow it to help me load up back here. And then I'm gonna clean, and then think, pull this elbow down as I press. And as I pull that elbow down, rib cage is gonna pull down. Let's just think of it that way. Now remembering, in that kettlebell, we wanna be in this front rack position, knuckles underneath the hips, elbows here. Keep everything in this alignment. We don't want that to come on out here. We're gonna use our push away the floor and a pull from our upper back. And I'm just gonna get a dumbbell. I want you guys to keep moving in there for about 5 more reps, okay? So it's looking here. Okay, with that dumbbell, sometimes that's a little easier. I don't want the external, like a kettlebell, to be stressing you out. Okay, so what can you do? You can go ahead and use 2 hands and bring it here and then let go. You are in charge. Okay, take a break, take a break. Whew, let's go ahead and just give a little kind of shake out, shake it out. Stop. Ground yourself, land here, check in side to side. What do you feel? We got to go do that on the other side. So let's go ahead. Remember, we just want to flow in. Wow, maybe you need some shoulder circles on this side. All right. Just gonna check in on our timing. All right, yeah, we're gonna do this all on one more side, and then we're ready to just breathe and embody what we've done. Okay, so we're coming on into the floor here. Okay, let's bring it up into that rack position. Remember, pull that foot, push this foot. Let's go here and forward. Find a nice rotation into that hip. Grab the floor. From here, we're gonna let that elbow pull down if it's available, hip go out, up. Pull down, only go to what's available. If it's just available to hold here, then that's what we're gonna do. Push away the floor if you do this with your feet, right? Push and pull. Don't let that leg get all wobbly. Find the strength in the push and the pull. If you're curious, bring it down. Here we go. We're gonna come into that deadlift. All right. We're gonna get about 20 reps here, okay? It's about just feeling that control. Now, if you needed to be this whole time, deadlift can be here with 2 hands, okay? Here I do just love for you to think about what happens in the other part of the body. Stay connected. You could see there, I went a little bit to that side. That's okay, 1 rep. Interesting, I'm gonna put the inside edge. This is about curiosity and learning. Maybe it doesn't go all the way to the floor, because if I do, I come to the side, okay? We all just need to use this to get curious, to build safety, to build patterns, to find deeper parts of us to work, and not get caught up on what we think it should look like on the outside. No more. Be thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew, a little push, a little pull, deeper alignment, super strong. Remember some of those words you said to yourself while you were moving. I can, I will, I'm strong, I'm awesome. Are your own words, okay? Those are mine. Welcome into my world. Okay, 1 more. A little shakeout. Okay. All right, you guys ready for the clean and press? I think we did around 20 reps here too. Around there. I'm not worried about the numbers. Can you see? It's about how do I feel? How do I hold myself in alignment when it gets hard? How do I respond to that? What can I do to talk myself through? Okay? Coming on in, remember, how am I holding the other side? If you need to put that arm up to remind you, do that. Right? Control where this goes on the way down. There's work in that, okay? Good. Just really using this to get curious. Learn yourself about yourself. Notice something and take a moment to make a little change. And try and do it on the fly. Don't walk away from your job. Don't be like, oh, man. That's saying something, right? That's speaking a language. That's an emotion. That's something that we need to not bring onto the journey, okay? So if that's happening for you, get curious on that, okay? And your work would be maybe not picking it up, but going, okay, why do you feel like that? Hear it, breathe it out, and then step back rather than going, okay, fine, let's do it, let's go, okay? There's a big difference in that as opposed to going, okay, you feeling frustrated? Let's take a break. Great, okay, where do you feel frustrated? Okay, okay, let's go, we got this, we're together, we're a team, and then come back and find it. If it's hitting you on the arm, could you go and get a dumbbell? Could you start to think about how can I recruit my body? Remember, everything just wants to be in this nice line within me. Could I use it with my other arm? Does that work for me? I've been here maybe for a bit. Maybe I want to go ahead and just bring it into 2 arms, okay? Always your permission. Let's go ahead, take 1 last rep that feels like you're solidifying final rep like I am a rock star. Now, this position that we've put ourselves in is, let's just go ahead and do it without weight. This is you. Imagine anything good in your life. Watching a hockey game. Oh, anything that's amazing, right? You're like, yeah. So that's what we just done. Okay, we've taken weight, we've expressed it. Let's go ahead and just take a moment to get a little cardio on to finish and then a landing. Okay, so we're gonna take that into here. Imagine that you're just jumping, okay? Up, throwing things up and then celebrating, yes, yes, oh, yes, 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 right? These are telling our body, hey, yes, I'm so good, I'm so feeling it. Yes, 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 yes. And shake into that yes. Okay, let's go side to side. Feeling it, feeling like I've created this energy side to side. Oh, I feel a little push, a little pull. I got this. I got both sides. All right, I'm gonna go forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. I got this. Oh, this is me. Remember, this can be just a push and a pull. I'm not leaving the ground here, but it's still the same idea. Let's go forward and back and back and forward, okay? Now, I don't want you to worry about it. I want you to just let the arms start to get messy and get this energy wherever you need it. Now notice, what's the body doing, huh? What's it doing? We started with small. We're getting bigger. We're going for it. We're getting crazy. We're just letting it all go, okay? Let it all go. We got about 30 seconds here. Permission to release. Permission to let go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo-hoo. You got it. You got it. Shake it off. Shake what doesn't belong. Get it out of you. Good. Go for it. Go for it. Okay. Okay. Slow it down, but still move. Still move. Still move. Give yourself some gratitude for that courage. For that courage to just really let yourself out of your box. To just float out. Oh, feel what you've created here. Using your beautiful breath to bring that heart rate down. What if cardio could be like that? Cardio could be just you releasing and listening. Not like, okay, the time's set. I got to do this. It's good to have those guidelines. Don't get me wrong. And we do want them. But what we choose and how we choose to respond to them is what matters. And if it gets to stick, and if that is something for us. Okay, so it's good to be measurable as well, to know, okay, I did that for like a whole minute, and then I'm taking a minute break. That's awesome. But how did I show up in those minutes really is what's going to determine your success towards your goals. Not what you're doing, but how you are showing up in what you're doing. So I just want you to really notice how you're showing up in this moment after you've done all of that releasing and letting go and that pushing and that pulling and that connection and that belief in yourself. Go ahead and just land your feet here. Take a moment just to check in around your surroundings. See if you look at them just a little bit different. What do you see and how do they make you feel? Go ahead and just touch things like it's the very first time that you've even ever been in this room or in this body. Go ahead and smell things. Hear it. Feels good. Hear. What do you hear? You don't even need numbers. Just what do you hear? I hear my dehumidifier. I hear actually an energetic buzz. I hear the buzz we created. Maybe you hear that. It feels really tingly. What kind of sensations? Go ahead, come back to that mouth. Lick your lip. Go for a swallow. What's that taste like? What's that feel like? We're back here. We're back here. Okay. Welcome to your new version of yourself. Okay. Go ahead and just take a moment and just embrace it. Her or him. Or whatever. Come right to that forehead, that third eye. Go ahead and just bow and put it towards the earth. Exhale, come on, bring it down to your heart. Bow into yourself and say a great big thank you. I love you. You're amazing. And go let this magic shine. Open your box and be this authentic, gorgeous version of yourself. Take this delicious feeling inside your body and just share it with the world today. Thank you for being here.